It's 14:39, and I'm going to make another upload with regard to this ongoing documentary that is establishing a few facts around protocol of my royal family and COVID-19. There are a few dirty players in County Kerry that have been of ASBO for the past 20 years. Those same foul players have with their crimes they've caused against me, helped my Narcotics Anonymous and Alcoholics Anonymous fellowships that I'm a recovery advocate of for the past 20 years. For the past 20 years, I've been working with young people, and there are ignorant assertions by people that have caused problems with mental health recovery advocates or mental health establishments. There are some people cheeky enough not to understand what Royal Protocol is, but just to remind them that since 2017, the legislation of COVID-19 came into play from my experience as Strengths and Hopes. So anyone cheeky enough that's suffering from mental illness might get a few things chronologically accurate. Those people over in Britain that are aware about Brexit and the hearing that is being arranged, that will be ongoing till 2023. Brexit origins and the new framework. All of this documentary is for the interest of Britain and the wrongdoings that were conducted in or against Britain, the wrongs that the Britons experienced that were uncovered and that were brought to light and that healed and recovered. Hopefully, I hope every matter that arose from my recovery advocacy here in the southwest of Ireland, I hope that over in Great Britain it has reaped positive rewards for the British community, I mean. But the point I'm making is that in the southwest of Ireland there are still foul players of bad, poor sportsmanship and poor civil rights activity that are of hate crime, and they have contaminated society with awful filth. And I hope the Britons are aware of what I'm experiencing, because over here in the southwest of Ireland it's the same ding dong. These people that have been offending Great Britain and that have offended from the southwest of Ireland are still causing offence. So this documentary is for the interest of the Kerry University Hospital individuals that are working hand in hand with farm fraudsters, farm theft, those people that are claiming to be healthcare providers that are actually, if we assess them properly, are not actually qualified healthcare providers. They're not legally recognised healthcare providers, and they're not acknowledged, and they are certainly not within right or remit. So it's very dangerous what's going on with these frauds in this community. There are individuals that have been struck off with regard to their crimes against healthcare, and they commenced their offence against my child and I in 2015 when I gave birth to a premature baby, and in 2017 again. So all of that gave rise to the legislation COVID-19. So these people have falsified documentation. They've offended the judiciary system. They have falsified judiciary conduct, circumstances and contexts that are frauding my name. I have a very impeccable sheet. As I've said, I'm Royal Protocol, I'm above the law. Recognised, my Royal Protocol is recognised above the law, and the individuals that have damaged or disrespected the Britons and that have disrespected from here in Southwest Ireland also are still active. They're still conducting crime, and my advocacy is of crime prevention. So I'm highly concerned with regard to the level of ignorance that obstructionists are applying to this circumstance with false reporting from this building where I'm staying, which is highly unsuitable. It's HAPS, it's short term. I'm a farm owner. My farm is about 10, 12, 15 kilometres from here. That's just one of them. But the distance between here and the relevant services that I need is just convenient with the damages to my body that I'm trying to heal on my own, since doctors decided to jeopardise their position with the oath. So Anyway, there's an issue about the authorities not recognizing royal protocol, not providing to my hierarchy of needs, and not fulfilling obligations to my royal titles. So these people are deluded. They think it's treason, but when actually I'm of legislation also, and when my track record has been humanitarian and advocate status, these people don't have that entitlement to impose upon royalty at all. So they haven't fulfilled obligations. It's astounding that they can't even do the basics properly. And we're supposed to be living in an evolved society. They're drinking clean water as a consequence of me. And these people have only caused smut in society. It's disgusting. So the issue I would like China and NATO to address is the fraud and the issue of repeat incidents of crime occurring against my good name and my child. And I'd appreciate that being done as soon as possible. These people have no control, or they have no way of tapering their compulsion to cause slander to people's good names and people's families. They don't know how to rein in their compulsion with their loose words, slandering people. So they have made spurious claims. They have overlooked. They're disgusting. They really have the most disgusting mentality. This is a fully sober, sane, competent adult, and I'm confronted with disgusting ASBOs that overlook that there are consequences to their damages to the Hippocratic Oath, and they make the most slanderous, spurious claims. I don't understand how they expect to be taken seriously, but they are definitely not safe to be associating with. Anyone in association with these slanderers, they're unreliable, they have no integrity, they have no trustworthy conditions provided where they damaged between Ireland and Britain during Brexit and after Brexit, before Brexit. There's no trust. These people are not credible. They make slanderous comments as they feel like it, and they have no regard for defamation laws or the fact that my family have an issue with them imposing upon me. These people are deluded. So as I've said, I hold royal titles that a really rude, deluded person doesn't seem to think that there are consequences to offence with regard to where they're living from. That be from my legislation, from my land, and from my wealth and my property. So I'd appreciate, as I keep saying, the European Parliament, you've been contacted, UN, you've been contacted since 2019. And I find it astonishing that you're working with the Declaration of Human Rights and looking at what's happening in this documentary. So NATO, the IMF has benefited from my recovery advocacy. I'd appreciate NATO contacting me immediately, please. The United Nations has decided to ignore crimes against an innocent child and mother on behalf of those that have no authenticity and that have no credibility with any facet of the Declaration of Human Rights, and that have no affiliation with upstanding agencies of democracy that is only recovering recently from the crimes and persecution that was being caused prior to and thereafter by the vigilantes and the culprits of wrongdoings against the Garda Síochána. So those that are taking credit for my recovery advocacy, I have serious concerns for your children. They have offended 5 faiths, and as I've said, there's foul players on a pitch where they have been sent off and they're on a black card and they're still dirtying the pitch with more of their filth. So there's a problem with people not knowing the score and people not playing by the rules of the game.